everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Willow Wonderful World. We've got one letter. Also, I had a thought. So if Carlos and Pi are working together to break out of jail, Pi's probably going to try and attack Jimmy again.
Porque siempre me pasa esto.
An ace. Okay, the nightly roll call had just ended. All of the gates were locked. It had finally quieted down and the guards had left. I pulled up a chair to the bottom bunk and sat in front of Hotaru with a smile on my face. I need to ask you for a favor. Hotaru and I had been in the same cell for over 2 months. We were still not friends who would chat with each other. So he had to be a little surprised at what I had just said. I figured that even if he didn't want to respond, he would be curious at what I wanted. What? There we go. I'd like to play a card game with you. The whole thing began about a month ago. He had come to visit me in prison and warned me to get out of here as soon as I could. A prison break sure sounded cool to me, but it was an incredibly difficult task. Then I was caught by Pi while trying to hide the tools. I had no choice but to tell him everything, and to my surprise, he offered to join me. What kind of luck did I have? I used to watch a movie with Ren about a prison break. In the movie, the prisoner had been secretly digging a hole in his cell for years, until he finally managed to escape on a stormy night. Would I have to do this for years too? Besides, this was not something that would get easier with more people involved. We even lived in different cells. Someone was bound to grow suspicious about him and I talking to each other during every yard time. Therefore, to succeed, the first thing that I needed to do was get Pi in the same cell as me. While Hotaru was a greedy, conniving, and disgusting weasel of a man, he had his own weaknesses. Rather, there was something about him that I could exploit. Hotaru loved card games, and he was a great player. He played with the other inmates a lot, sometimes with wagers of over 5 figures. He had won a lot of money in here with his special skills. Nevertheless, many people were still willing to play him. For one single reason. He never bet any money himself. Instead, he only bet favors. If Hotaru lost, he would do one favor for the winner, as long as it was within his power. Hotaru got along really well with all the guards. He had no trouble smuggling in contraband or getting some privileges for someone. Even the guards enjoyed playing a hand or two with him every once in a while. It was always a sweet deal for Hotaru. And so, it was time for me to ask him for a favor. If I could win, there was no doubt that he would agree to switch cells. I didn't have to worry about him being suspicious of my intentions or reporting it to the guards. Hotaru's only good quality was that he would always hold up his end of the deal. The only problem was that it would not be easy to win. I had never played a poker when I was in Mexico. After coming to Hong Kong, I'd only played a couple of times when Red would teach me. Besides, I didn't have any money to gamble with. This wasn't my idea, it was Pi's. Pi agreed to lend me a lot of cash. He had even blackmailed some of his inmates to help train me. Soon, everybody seemed to think of me as Pi's sidekick, and they began to show me more respect. A month had gone by, and I finally was feeling a little confident. Win or lose, it all depended on tonight. I took out 10,000 Hong Kong dollar bills and counted them in front of Hotaru. He was ready to lie down, but I saw his eyes glisten. He sat back up and crossed his legs. Fine, let's have a quick game then. Blackjack. I know what this is, but we'll do this for you guys. Blackjack is known as 21 points in China, which also means 9 p.m. in the evening. People who have worked all day finally get their exhausted selves home and then eat dinners and walk their dogs before the night truly begins. Therefore, 9 p.m. is the beginning of the urban nightlife and sometimes referred to as the golden time of day. Across TV, radio, and other traditional media, only the most prestigious programs, even commercials, are scheduled during this time slot. Of course, people who really know how to enjoy their lives might do something more meaningful, such as listen to great music and play Willow Wonderful World. The rules were simple. Both sides drew 4 cards from the pile after shuffling. The players then exchanged 1 card with each other. Jinx, can you not? Sorry, my cat is so lovey right now. There we go. Buddy. Whoever had the hand that added up closest to 21 wins the hand. An ace's value could either be 1 or 11, while jacks, queens, and kings all counted as 10. If both players had the same sum, the hand was a tie and they'd draw a new hand. The one whose hand was closer to 21 wins half the opponent's bet, and the game continues. If the winner had a hand of exactly 21, he wins half the opponent's stake and the game ends. Both players should put down the same bet at the beginning. And whoever had more winnings wins the whole game. While the rules made the game sound like it could go on forever, it usually ended quickly as there were numerous combinations that added up to 21. Still, I didn't expect for him to play blackjack with me, since it relied on little more than pure luck than skill. Then again, I wasn't so sure if that was a good thing for me or not. Shuffling. Drawing. I stared at my cards, thought long and hard with my heart pounding in my chest, and decided to keep these cards. 2, 3, 6, and I gave Hotaru this card. 8. I wish I had this card in my hand. Ace. I took the card from Hotaru. It was an ace! Why would he give away an ace? Hotaru slammed his cards on the bed. 8, ace, ace, ace. Game over. What? 8, 9, 10, 21. Okay, yeah. Thanks! Hotaru grabbed a $5 bill, stuffed them in with his other winnings, and went to sleep. Only one game. I was still sitting in my chair, stunned at my unbelievably bad luck. Would Pai's plan really work? Was there any other way? Carlos. I got you, fam. Let's go. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I took the card from Hotaru. It was an ace! Why would he give away an ace? We showed our hands at the same time. Neither of us had 21. But his hands were closer. Hotaru won half my bet from me. In the next hand, he hit 21. Game over. I lost. Okay. That would be 19, 2021. I took the card from Hotaru. It was an ace. Why would he give away an ace? We showed our hands at the same time. Neither of us had 21. However, there were 5 aces amongst our cards. We stared at each other and counted the entire deck again. Not only was there one too many aces, it was also missing a 2. Hotaru suspected that someone must have messed with the cards the last time he played. In the end, we had to get a new deck and restarted the game. Unfortunately, I lost this time. Ace. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I took the card from Hotaru. It was an ace. Why would he give away an ace? We showed our hands at the same time. Neither of us had 21. Mine was closer. I won half the bet from Hotaru. However, in the next hand, Hotaru hit 21. Game over. I lost. Ugh. I wish I had this card in my hand. I took the card. Okay, it was an ace. Why would he give away an ace? Hotaru slammed the ace I had just given him on the bed. You cheated! I didn't understand what had just happened. Hotaru showed me the rest of his hand. Ace, ace, ace. Including the ace that he had just given me, there were 5 aces. There had to be something wrong with the cards. But Hotaru didn't give me a chance to explain. He went straight back to bed. I absolutely hate cheaters. Go play with the others, you loser. I don't know. This. I took the card from Hotaru. It was an ace. It's the same thing. I double checked my hand. Okay, hold on. 3, 6, ace, ace, 21. I slammed my cards on the bed. Game over. Hotaru looked at the cards and yelled, "You cheated!" He showed me his hand. 2, ace, ace, ace. How could there be 5 aces? No, I didn't. It must be you. Don't lie to me. If you're still a man, just own up to it. I honestly did not know where the 5th ace came from. Even though I didn't think Hotaru would do something like this, I couldn't afford to be a pushover right now. Hotaru looked a little tense. He was silent for a while and eventually squeezed out a sheesh. Fine, you won. But let me be clear, I am not a miracle worker either. Of course, of course. All I'm asking is for you to switch cells with Pi. Please, please say yes. Please say yes. I silently prayed to the Lord in my heart, and both of my hands were clenched into fists. Hotaru looked troubled this time. Sorry, I can't. No way. I collapsed into the chair and let out a disappointed sigh. I didn't expect that the plan would fail at this step. I was so close. Well, listen. I'll tell you why, but you have to promise not to tell anyone. Hotaru put away the cards and lowered his voice. Although, even if you do, I can guarantee you'll be the one to suffer. He got off the bed, and then he started pulling out the stuff that he had been piling underneath it. And then he told me to look under the bed. I lay down on my stomach and put my head to the ground. Wow, a huge hole! Ah, master of gamblers. Nice. Alright, so maybe we don't have to work with Pi here. That would be great. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.